Alright, today you guys are going to learn how to convert from standard decimal notation to scientific notation. So for my class, this should be on page 4 of your EN. You're going to copy your notes on page 4 and then your examples will be on page 2. So again, this is standard notation. I'm going to show you how to go from standard notation and change it to look like scientific notation. In the last video, you guys learned what scientific notation looks like, how you have your decimal here that is less than 10 or greater than or equal to 1. We're going to multiply times the base 10, and then you might have a positive or negative exponent. In your calculator, there is a scientific mode. So when you look at your calculator and you open up a new document, I'm going to show you more of this in class. Your new document is going to be put in scientific mode. So if you click right here, there's a little wheel where you can change some settings. It says document settings right here for number 2. And then exponential format, you're going to change to scientific. So what this is going to do is this is actually going to be a tool for you guys to use to change your standard notation into scientific notation automatically. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to type this in, 1, 2, 3, and then when I hit enter, it's supposed to give me scientific notation, but for this one it did not. And that's because you have to have your decimal point typed in. So if you try to do it without your decimal point, it's not going to work. So I typed in the number, I'm going to push this decimal point right here at the end, and then when I hit enter, it's going to give me this 34E6. Okay, this 3.4, I'm sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing. This 3.45 E6 is how your calculator shows scientific notation. Now, when you do this, we want you to write it so that it looks like this. Okay? So this 3.45 is basically your decimal, and then we know that with scientific notation that you always have to have that multiplied by base 10. And then this E right here stands for exponent. So this is going to be your exponent right here. So you're going to write in the times 10, and then you're going to put the 6 up here. So I'll show you on the other examples also what that looks like. So for this one, example 1, you are just going to simply type this into your calculator, -6, 3, 4, 0. And then I have 6 more zeros afterwards, and then hit enter. Now again, that didn't work because I didn't put my decimal behind my number. So don't forget to put in your decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, decimal, enter. So now this says -6.34 E10. So on your papers, for your answer, you're going to write in -6.34 times 10 to the 10th power. Example 2 is a really, really small decimal. So I'm going to type that in, point, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. Now because I already have this decimal right here, it will automatically put it in scientific notation for me. So this says 8.2 E -8. So that means I have 8.2 times 10 to the -8 power. So then I box my answer, and that is it. So here is the U-Try. I want you to practice writing in scientific notation from this and this in your calculators. So you don't really need the calculator for this part. I just want you to practice writing it without the E in it. So you're going to write 7.4 times 10 to the 25th power. And then I want you to fix this one also. Then you're going to take your calculator. We can do this in class. The next day, we can do this as your warm-up. So I'm going to ask you to get your calculator, your correct calculator number, and then quickly convert these to scientific notation, showing you exactly what I just showed you today. When you go to settings, you're going to click on document settings right here, change your exponential format to scientific, and then your calculator should automatically change it to scientific notation for you. And that's it.